In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to put your flute together. So this is just a little reminder of the best way to get your flute set up so that it's going to work properly and you'll be able to get on with your practice. So you'll have a flute which might look a bit like this, and it will probably have some numbers written on it. It might not be quite the same, but it will be very similar. So the first thing is make sure that when you open your case that you have put it onto a flat surface, and make sure it's the right way up. So normally, if you've got numbers or a picture on it, that will be on the top of the case. And then you want to open the case and just check that you've got it the right way around first. And it will be in 3 sections like this. And so first of all, I'm going to get out the head joint, which is here, and then attach that to the main body of the flute. So you've got your head joint, which is this bit here, and then we've got the main body. And the best thing to do when you're putting these 2 pieces together is to lie the head joint just inside the top bit of the main body and twist it. So it should go in quite easily. If it's a bit stiff, try twisting and it will go down, it will get there. Be careful that you don't just shove it in like that, because you could quite easily damage this metal here, and this metal on the end here is a little bit thinner, and so it's quite easy to get a dint into it. So we lie that in there, give it a twist. Then on the top of on the head joint section, you might be able to just see there is a little picture here, and then onto the main body there is a little arrow, and you want to try and line those things up. So each flute is slightly different, but there is normally either an arrow or a little line that you can then line up with a mark on the head joint. And if you try and get that lined up, that will mean that when you're actually playing, your keys will be in the right place. Then always try and hold the flute here. Try not to squash the keys. It's much better for it. And get the foot joint out. And we're going to do the same thing where you just lie the bottom bit into the foot joint and you give it a twist. Like that, and it should go on. Now, when you're getting this lined up properly, if you have a look here, this main bar here, which all the keys attach to, needs to go up the middle of the keys like that. And that will mean that when you're using your little finger on that key, which is really important, that your fingers are in the right place and it should feel comfortable. If it's too far round, you can just adjust it slightly, but you don't want to be stretching right over there. So normally in the middle is the right thing to do. So that is how we set the flute up.